The following Let's Play has been rated for mature audiences only. Any attempts to break the game are for entertainment value only. However, if any typos happen to be found... Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. When we last left off, we left Zoey in favor of playing as Victor. And I use the word favor loosely, especially considering his mother. So, we're going to become a thief. But before we do that, we need to look around. First off, if I turn to the left, am I going to see somebody other than that bratty girl? Because there was that third person on this map that I never met. No, it's still the bratty girl. Your name's Victor, right? Remember me? I'm Marla from Warren Hall. I haven't seen you in, well, since then, actually. That very same night that you were adopted, another family came and adopted me. Like, 10 minutes later. Can you guess which house we live in? Here's a hint. It's not the huge mansion over there. You know, the one you get to live in. Why wasn't it me? I am so glad that she still gets the short end of the straw, despite the fact that we weren't rivals this time. Not a day goes by that I don't ask myself the same question. Is that, like, supposed to be smart or something? No. Let's chat. I want to see if more information from... As you may know, the other mansion in this town is for sale. Oh, it's this, Alright, so no new information there. Next chance I get, I need to look at the map editor and find out who the third person on this map is supposed to be. Anyway, Tempest, our thief friend, only comes out at night, so we've got some time to wait. In the meantime, we got so many locked houses here, including Fristy's house. Now, if it's anything like the other locked houses in town, that might mean that I could potentially get adopted by Fristy. I'll have to check that, but it would be interesting because as it so happens, you also have the option later on of marrying Fristy. And Ralph was my old dad. Also, the screen is jerky whenever I'm running. That's not the video this time. Usually it's the video when it gets jerky, but kind of jerky just from being this guy. It's like he's got a limp when he runs. But anyway, since we got a while to wait before we can talk to Tempest, I'm just going to talk to everybody and find out if there's any differences with what people say now that I'm a guy who lives with a rich family instead of a girl who lives in an average single dad. What's up, Victor? See these fish in the pond? Well, I'm working on an invention to attract the fish into a trap. I'll show that, Chester. I wanted to be an apprentice under him, but Marley beat me to it. Oh well, he'll feel the sting when I invite everybody in town to my big fish fry, except him. Well, as long as you invited me, I wouldn't say a word. I can throw down on some fish. These in this pond are good to eat? Yeah, these fish are really good to eat, actually, and most of them are good size for eating. Oh, and yeah, I was kidding about Chester. He's aight. It was nice of you to say that, though. Completely different personality Victor has in this situation. And now it's already noon. Max's house. Victor Valencourt. Well, just look at you. I just cannot believe how you've grown. I remember when you first moved into that big mansion over there. You hardly ever left the house, and then you were in school all those years. I've hardly seen you. What have you been up to? Oh, and how are Mr. and Mrs. Valencourt? Ms. Valencourt? I guess she's so angry at her husband that she doesn't want to be referred to as Mrs. My parents are okay, I guess. I was taught at home, and even before that I wasn't allowed to leave the house. That sucks. I have a key now, though, so I can come and go as I please, as long as I'm coming and going to work. Do you know of any job openings here in town? I remember your husband Max from a long time ago. Is there no way I could help in one of his shops? Max always spoke so highly of you. I'm sure he would love to have you work for him. Unfortunately, now is not a good time for us. I don't know if you've heard, but Max had to close all 3 of his shops here in town. He has money put away for such a time, but the old fool's gone and forgotten where he hid it. Our 2 sons are good boys. Maybe you could help them to help Max. I might go ahead and add some labels to say which episode at which times the original dialogue was. That way you can compare directly if you guys wanted to. Hi Marley. Hello, your name is Victor, right? I'm Marley, and I'm Chester, the inventor's apprentice. I've seen you around for a long time, but we never got a chance to be formally introduced. This is an interesting situation, because if I recall, we were actually friends when I was Zoey in school. I've seen you around too, but I was always with my parents. They homeschooled me, and I wasn't allowed to go out alone. I started sneaking out, but by the time I got out, everybody else was in bed already. So hi! Yes, I'm Victor Valencourt, and I'm forced to introduce myself as Victor, Jack of no trades. I had to find a job now, you see. Yeah, working for Chester is pretty cool because he isn't hard, and he's very respectful. There are plenty of other cool jobs in town though. Mercer may have wiped out a lot of the population, but in a way, it makes things better for those who survived. There are all kinds of doors open now that would have been so much harder to get through before. Well, there you go. In order to fix the job market in this country, we just had to cause mass genocide. That is a completely different conversation than it was with Zoey. Actually, thinking on it, I probably don't want to add timestamps on where the original conversations were because I didn't talk with everybody in town in the same episode, so it would be a little more than a pain to find the original conversations. Hi Victor, did you come to look at more neat trinkets today? I've got 1 or 2 new ones I think you just might like. Oh man, just my luck. You get some crazy new stuff in, and I don't have time to look. I have to find a job in town somewhere. Do you know about anything? A job, huh? Well, I tell you to ask Maximilian, but he's not in such good shape to ask right now. He's my father, so I've known him all my life. But recently his age has caught up with him. He forgets almost everything, and lately he's been even worse than usual to me and my brother Chester. Maybe you could help him out. Chester and I have both tried. He's not having it. You know, I can understand a bit Chester because Chester is the inventor. But what's wrong with Seymour? What is Seymour doing wrong in Maximilian's eyes? Well, hey, weird boy. How come I hardly ever see you? Anyway, my name's Rose, and I'm an archer who's studying to be a treasure hunter. I was homeschooled, and my parents controlled my every move. So you're studying to be a treasure hunter, eh? That sounds like a cool job. I need to find a job myself here soon. Yeah, I got a job here as Seymour's assistant. He's a treasure hunter, but for my training he's doing all of his buying through me so I can learn the ropes. He's looking for specific treasures, and if you no longer need them, you can sell them here. Man, some of these houses are just really the same to each other. Hi-ho! Hi-ho, hi-ho. Is it a coincidence that this dwarf happens to say hi-ho? How's my favorite swashbuckler doing today? Wow, are we going to continue this whole pirate talk thing? Are you going on an adventure? If you are, don't forget to take a certain dwarf in green armor. I'd be doing much better if I could just go and squash wasps with you like we used to, Duggan, but I can't. I have to find a job. You heard of any work in town? You know, technically speaking, you could still go out and squash wasps. They drop money. Well, I can't really help about the job, but if you ever need me to join you in the field, just let me know. You do realize that you can buy property with endpoints gained from defeated enemies, don't you? Hell, if all the shops weren't closed, I'd get it myself. It's one of those two mansions on the north end of town. Huh. I'm probably not going to have him join my party. Assuming the thief quest doesn't involve me needing to have a party. If it does, that would be unfortunate. I never looked at my stats. Lunge. HP damage. It's a skill, so it'll cause 42 damage, period, and cost 3 HP. And that's probably all I'll find out. Ah, the Tang family. To think I became a part of this family. Actually, it's not much to think about. It hardly did anything. But I helped them a lot, so there's that. Hello, Victor. Hi. It's been a long while since I've seen you. I'm glad to see you, but unfortunately this isn't the best time for a visit. Our grandfather passed away just 2 days ago, and we still have many important issues to resolve regarding his death. If he were to return after this all had passed, I'm sure my sister and I would have a meal prepared for you. I have lousy timing. I'm sorry to hear about your grandfather, and I'll be there if you guys need anything. Wasn't it longer since the grandfather died? Originally, whenever I was Zoey? Thank you very much, but my sister and I just need some time to discuss some important decisions that we now have to make. We have to decide soon, so it won't be too much longer. Hi, Victor! I guess you heard about grandfather. If you haven't, well, it's not good. I'm sorry if I can't discuss it any further right now. I have to keep my head clear to handle some important matters. Of all the days for me to just show up over here, my timing stinks. If there is anything I can do for you or your brother, just let me know. It's quite alright, you are always welcome here, but sadly this is an awful time. Please come by again soon though, we will await your visit eagerly. Okay, let's see. Next up is that one woman who has the son. Maddie, that's right. I should remember her name. Hey Victor! She said I didn't have a bottom. What? Okay, what does that even mean? I think you are hallucinating from too much sugar. Nuh-uh, she's crazy and I told her she was crazy. I jumped off the stairs and I was all wazzow! And she was scared and ran away. Well, hey, Victor, did you decide to come out of your cave today? Yeah, and this bat's got to find a job. What's the word on jobs in town? A job? You know, every time I read a job, I think of this one webcomic I once read called... I can't remember what it was called. But there was this one part where he was trying to... One strip was asking about a job, but he had to redo it a few times because, like, once the cat stepped on the comic before he was able to finish it and got paw prints all over it. What was that webcomic called? My gosh. It was made by a guy named Flinters. What happens if I flirt? You better stay away from my son. I think you've got pink eye. Oh. Really? Are we still doing the eye batting thing? My mama is crazy and so are you. I'm going away to school next year and I'm getting away from all you crazy people. Uh-huh. Alright, who's next? I guess we're done in this town. In this part of town, anyway. Well, at least until nighttime, because there's like the elves to talk to. Let's see here. Hey, Victor! What are you up to today? I am wondering why there's no music here. I'm just here buying some produce. It's the only thing Max is selling since he closed all of his shops. That's okay, as long as I have these fruits and veggies, I'm happy. Yeah, that's too bad about the shops. Where the hell am I gonna waste my money now? And what great timing, I have to get a job. At least I can come here and buy some food to spare me from my mom's awful cooking. But what the hell kind of vegetables are these anyway? I've never seen any like them. Have you never been paying attention to this stand? Although I agree, some of these are just unrecognizable. Are those like pumpkins on the right? Well, these roundish ones are called gollops. Oh, okay. Let's visit Ursus, my old mentor. His was the first quest that I really enjoyed. Ah, Victor! What are you out doing today? Did you come for more of Zinnia's cooking at the tavern? I hope not, because the tavern's been closed ever since old Mr. Tang died. Shame too, I miss that Mongolian beef they used to have over there. But I digest. Well, if it wasn't for Mr. Tang, I would have choked to death on my mom's tofu long ago. But today I'm out trying to find work. Do you need any help? Well, actually, there might be a few things you could help me with around here, if you don't mind playing in the dirt. Are you kidding me? He's a boy. Of course he's gonna enjoy playing in dirt. But we're not going to. Well, Victor Valencourt, how are you? What brings you into town today? I'm alright, I guess. You look pretty spiffy. Did they finally promote you? I know, it's been a while. Well, it has been a while. We here at St. Ursus believe that divine light strikes all over, not just under this roof. If people don't come for our service, then we perform it anyway. So, if this place is completely empty, you perform it anyway? Do you like perform it for each other? What's with the texture up there? Is it being cut off? It's being cut off. I'll have to back off and show you. We remain here for the people regardless. And yes, I have been promoted to a priest. That means that I can offer you many opportunities to help those in need, if you'd like to. Nope, sorry. Yeah, it is being cut off. The window texture is being totally cut off. Well, that's poor texturing. I can brush you up on a few pointers just to get you started. Alright. And I don't know how different that conversation is. I'll have to... I might look up some of these original conversations just to see if I should edit them out or not. Tonk strong Amazon warrior. After stupid elf Mercer army came through Tonk homeland, only 3 warrior remain. Tonk can't come to small town on rock to live with legendary heroes who kill Mercer. Tonk hate men, but 8 legendary heroes okay. You can train to be warrior like Tonk. You man. Tonk fight with men, but Tonk no take order from man. Tonk only join girl party. Okay, fine. Jeez, I only came here looking for work anyway. You want help, Tonk? You buy last house! Nobody can afford last house in town since weapon shop closed. You must defeat dangerous pests in area to earn int points to buy a house. It's incentive to develop area ruled by Moyo City Council. You kinda young though. And plus you man. You make house smell like badger behind. Oh, and machine over there for trade in int metal for point. That conversation was completely different. I forgot how Tonk was only respectful for women. Alright, and if I'm correct, that leaves just one more person to talk about before nightfall. Also, I tried seeing if I could sneak behind this statue before I was supposed to be able to get behind the statue. I can't. By the way, I have no intention of finding out if I can get sent to jail. I may be stuck as a guy, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to get myself in real trouble. And I'm certainly not going to find out if I wind up in at the guillotine. Keep down the center line and don't get too close to the bars. Yeah, I know the routine by now. Jeez, is that all you ever say? Yeah, Victor is definitely cut out to be a thief. Alright. I think that's it for the day, people. Alright, Brogan, you're next. What's up, Brogan? Spotted any UFOs yet tonight? One or two. One of them landed, and they asked about you, so I told them where you lived. If I wake up feeling probed, I'll know who to come looking for. And that conversation was definitely nothing like the one Zoey had. Greetings, little one. I always come here at night to avoid the crowds of people. I'm on the brink of a major revelation here, so please leave me to read in peace. Wasn't that the exact... Oh, there we go. Hey Tyrus, it's just me, Victor. No need to stop reading or even to look around and see who it is that you're actually talking to. And so the kind sought to find the cause of the malaise that was sweeping the land. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you just saying something to me? That is not a conversation I'm familiar with. I'm definitely going to edit out a few of these if they sound too similar to the original conversations I had with these people. I'm still wondering why that part of town is quiet. Was it like that whenever I started playing in as Zoey, and then it just suddenly at some point had music? Alright. Who do we have out here? I think it's just the Night Elves. Yeah. Totally just the Night Elves. Or Wood Elves, whichever. Let's start by doing this. There we go. Now let's talk to the Night Elves. Hello there, Victor. Did you successfully sneak out again this evening? Haha, they are going to catch you one of these days. Hey, Christian. Haha, they'll never catch me. Especially since I now have a key to the house. I won't even need to sneak out anymore. My stupid parents were always arguing anyway, so they never even noticed when I came and went before. I don't know why now would be any different. Well, the night harbors dangers, but it also protects the oppressed. Take it from a wood elf. Now that you are free to come and go as you please, you should come by and visit us more often. Well, hello, handsome. Are your parents creating a diversion by fighting again, allowing you to escape? So unlike Zoey, who was always home in bed on time, Victor, it seems, was always a night person. Haha, yeah. They never seemed to notice when I left anyway, so it wasn't like I was even sneaking out. In spite of that, for some reason they've given me a key, so I can stay out as late as I want. Well, you should definitely come by and visit more often then. My brother and I get a little bored with the lack of nocturnal activity here. There's the hero Brogan, of course, but sometimes his humor is a bit rough for my taste. Then there's the chief of police at the jail, and some assorted ruffians and freaks to liven things up a bit, but not much happens here at night. Things are about to happen, though. We got one more thing to do. One more person, that is. I'd still like to know if this hookah thing actually did anything important. For now, we are going to take our drugged up selves. I was just reminded of the Kirby's Dream Land 3 Let's Play. And we are going to go ahead and talk to Tempest. And next time, we will begin the thief quest. I'll see you then.